Digitize and monetize with iEnt Live, the only platform that provides complete digital support for entertainers, promoters, businesses, and entrepreneurs. Leverage our one-stop digital ecosystem that will allow you to promote your music, sell albums, and host paid events, host webinars and sell courses, promote your concerts, sell tickets and live stream events, and market your business or project to generate new customer leads, traffic, and more. This is all supported by our homegrown AI-driven digital marketing infrastructure that has successfully served hundreds of clients around the world. To learn more, send us a message or call 765-4641.
Hi, good evening, and welcome to Bloodline Podcast on iEnt Live. Of course, we're sponsored by NLCB, and my guest this evening is Financial Officer of Desperados Steel Orchestra, Kwesi Moore. Kwesi, welcome.
Good afternoon, good evening, Peter. Thanks for having me. How are you doing?
I good. How are you going, my brother?
I'm cool for you. Taking it on the other side.
Okay, so I just need to know, first of all, something about where were you born, a little bit about your family life, kind of thing.
Okay, I'm born in Montreal.
Yeah.
Going to apartment Kidney Down, my parents, Kidney, mother-in-law, deceased. I've grown up when I first lived in Bloodline, a few years before I came to Spain. And I spent most of my years so far there attending primary school at Newtown Boys, which is now St. Patrick's RC. Then I went to graduating from St. Mary's College, and I just graduated from the USC, and I'm currently back at home.
Okay, and as a young fella, well, you're young already, I mean, what are some of your hobbies besides playing pan?
Besides playing pan, well, boy, that takes up everything, you know. Between that and school, I'm not involved in much of that.
No time for hobbies?
No time for hobbies. There's always time, you know, but you have to make it.
Yeah. Tell me something about your beginnings in music, and who are some of your influences?
Beginnings in music. I would have started at primary school in Newtown Boys under the tutelage of Miss Eva Truckman, where we did primarily music theory. That was the emphasis on focus. And with, of course, the instrument supplementing that whole program with the sleeper. Since then, that went on for a few years. As a matter of fact, my first panorama experience at Junior Panorama was with the Newtown Boys. However, I didn't make the cut to play a steel pan, so I played a mean tambourine in that Junior Panorama. Afterwards, I moved on to Pandemonium Steel Orchestra, where I spent a few years. I had some very nice experiences there under Mr. Brian Bean Griffith. Mainly as the leader, I did keep Sassy, if I'm not mistaken. After Pandemonium, that was my first experience in Pan in the 21st century, I believe the festival was. And moved on to Trinity or Generation Steel and School of the Art Staff, which is run by Dr. Pedro Fertinisky. It was there, my father had a very strong focus on music theory again. We always wanted that to be the foundation before just being able to play an instrument. So I went there for music theory classes. And the thing with tags is that they enter Junior Panorama 1 year music festival year. So it just happened that within the time that I first joined, they entered Panorama. And it was from there that they actually used Desperados bands, because they didn't have enough bands of their own to go to Panorama. And when I went to Desperados to play with tags initially, the persons from within the band, like Francisco Franklin, Coco, Rosa Kutum, that saw me and were interested in me becoming a part of this thing. So now that basically is my musical lineage. Thus far, that ended me that landed me rather in Vespers. And unfortunately, I joined at a time when I joined in 2011, so I didn't get the experience like Brian or even leadership of the Charles, but I did experience Mr. Village, of course, Beverly Griffith, I know Carlton, Xander, Alexander, also Andrew White during the time. So, yeah.
As a young panelist, how has the steel band influenced your life?
Steel band, well, that is very interesting to think about it, because when I joined Desperados, stateside for a year or two after that, on a sort of temporary basis, but when I was still in secondary school, I wasn't fully remember stateside. But I found myself being the youngest, or one of the youngest, among a lot of senior men, a lot of older women, to me, mature women, and I always had to mature. That forced me, I think, to mature quite quickly. So I had to develop a sense of a different sense of discipline. We always had some level of discipline, but a different level, and a way of communicating with people and relating with people. I really had to mature quickly, and I think that was well. I hope for me right now where I am at this point in time. So I think that level of maturity from this people. I know it's not something musical, but really and truly that behavioral change that I had to endure from such a young age, because I joined the band when I was about 12 or 15, and I really had to develop a lot and some of the counterparts in secondary school.
Okay. Whitco, right, is a sponsor which is prohibited from advertising, yet it continues to sponsor Desperados. How has this relationship benefited Desperados?
Our sponsor and partner for 55 or 56 years in Spa, have shown an unwavering level of support and commitment to the band for the years. The second thing, we're in panoramas, using panoramas and being thrown out of finals and everything, that's been one of the most steady elements with the band, in addition to the community around the efforts. With the sponsor, has, of course, supported the band for its primary activity, the Panama competition and the carnival season. However, throughout the year, we also lend support in different fields, of course, financially. However, there's a lot of technical support that I remember going through when I first became a member of management. We went to financial training, well, a limited form of financial training at the Grand Company or the Solutions Company. And I know they provide a myriad of other support services for years prior to me being on management. They haven't wavered, as I said before, and they're still strong and side by side with us, and that relationship will continue.
So you would say that Whitco as a sponsor has been integral in assisting in developing management skills, financial advice, that type of thing, to the management and the membership of the band.
When you say integral, they have played a part.
Yeah.
So they did facilitate some training and some guidance in those areas. And as a matter of fact, in the near future, there are plans to do something like that on a more expanded basis for a larger cohort of persons. But not only in financial skills, but things like digital marketing and facilities management and a whole slew of activities geared towards building the human capacity and human resource within Desperados itself, so it can manage its own affairs properly and well.
Are there any programs or projects in the band that are designed to benefit the young people in the band?
The young people specifically. Well, of course, the youth band is very much functional and active, and has a lot of activities around it. First of all, the ability for a young person to experience the beauty that is found with their peers and among themselves is quite a gift and a joy. However, given the young persons, especially in the last carnival, 2020, an opportunity to engage their leadership skills in a more decisive way. So we formed what we called a youth orchestra committee, where the youth members handled a lot of the operational affairs of the youth band in preparation for Carnival last year. And we really thought that opportunity was crucial for them to develop themselves, and because a lot of them are in university and in at the upper levels of secondary school and wrapping up there. And we thought give them real practical experience in the management of a body of people, of their peers. So we saw the captain and the vice captain and section leaders handling music and not music in terms of arranging, of course, but making sure all music is distributed properly and in a timely manner, that attendance is properly documented and tracked, pulling in new players, recruitment, and things like that. Even if I was to go further back, the youth band was in preparation for a potential trip to Disneyland in 2019, which didn't materialize, unfortunately. However, they formed themselves into a group that fundraised and came up with a whole lot of ideas and new suggestions and movie nights, car washes, sales, and whatever. And they took hold of that whole experience themselves. So they've had opportunities to lead, to show their skills, and of course that is within the context of the junior band, but a lot of them have already begun feeding into the senior band and hope to see those skills flourish and develop in the future so they can contribute to the senior band in the same.
And, I would think that there's also the opportunity for young people in the band to also, manage music, where you could actually be gain young arrangers.
Mm-hmm. Certainly.
So
that lineage is actually quite interesting to track, because from, I believe, one of the first youth camps that Desperados had way in the early 2000s, I think, you had a certain group of young people that are now what you call senior members in the senior band stateside. But one or two or three in particular, talking about the Scott Puttens and Nathaniel Fleming Pricks, they started there as members of the youth camp and then gradually went on to university, partly supported by the band, of course, and our partner. And then moved on to graduate in university after studying music and then becoming the arrangers for the youth band. And that even went a bit further, where these young arrangers had the opportunity to do music for the senior band as well, in opportunities in instances gone by. So that has happened, that lineage to track, especially with Roseford and the Pricks and even members such as Josan and that would have trained under Nigel Coleman, Boyson, and Ricky Robbie, and Dre. And to see them mature and develop into core members of the senior band and contributing so significantly to the now bunch of junior people at Desperados DC for sure is amazing to watch and experience. So yes, there are significant opportunities.
That is very admirable.
Yes.
Do you envisage a continued fruitful relationship between Desperados and Whitco?
Yes, I see no reason otherwise.
Okay. So we have reached the part of the interview that I call blood pressure. I hope you're ready.
Yeah. Been exercising these days, so I hope my pressure low.
Let me start off with the trivia section.
Mm-hmm.
I ask you a few questions and you make a choice, okay?
For sure.
Buljol or smoke herring?
Buljol.
Tamber or sugar cake?
Tamber ball.
Pilau or oil dung?
Pilau.
KFC or Royal Castle?
Royal Castle. Local something, man.
Football or cricket?
Cricket.
Beach or river?
Beach.
Instagram or WhatsApp?
WhatsApp.
Huh? WhatsApp?
Yeah, WhatsApp.
Cinema or Netflix?
Ooh, this past year has made me want to go back to cinema really badly, but otherwise Netflix or Fire Stick. Yeah.
Chelsea Oh, Manchester City.
Manchester United. Oh, City. Oh, Chumwaville, boy, I answer too quickly. I answer too quickly because if my grandmother is watching this podcast right now, let me see Manchester City.
Let me ask you another question. Arsenal or Manchester United?
Manchester United. Thanks. Grammy Cup to beat them.
Christmas or Carnival?
Oh boy, that's your period in between. My carnival ultimately.
Carnival. So your blood pressure going? Good.
Good. Well under control. 120
NLCB wants you to play with your life. NLCB doesn't want you to play with your life. NLCB wants you to be safe by following the 3 W's. Wear your mask, wash your hands, and watch your distance. Stay hydrated with Caribbean spring water, natural alkaline spring water from the northern range. Kwesi, does Desperados have connections with other steel bands internationally?
Well, this is me talking from what I've learned and who and something. I believe Desperados and Desperados USA and even Phantom to a certain extent are a sort of additional arms of Desperados. Not directly, they can come from the central executive or yeah. But I know members from Desperados went there and founded a significant amount of bands that are still thriving and doing well in New York today. And even in Miami, because I think the practice is instrumental in New York Steel Orchestra. Yeah.
What's your vision for the Desperados Youth Band?
Desperados Youth Band. That's interesting. To develop a group of totally musical literate pianists and musicians that are quick and adaptable to change and are able to adjust to any circumstance, competent in areas of otherwise to support the orchestra as well, because you mentioned things in management and stuff and leadership. We'd like them to develop significant skills there. And I think most significantly, or most importantly, to continue to pull young persons from within Lavington, because make no mistake about it, as much as Desperados has been operating at Charlie Road and Federation for the past 30 years, the youth orchestra has remained at its core about 75% or more of its members from within the center as they call it, which is Lavington. So to continue to pull and attract persons from that area to develop this, not necessarily to distract from a life or whatever. I don't like to see pan as a distraction from whatever, because I believe that is unstable, if it's only a distraction. But to make some real meaningful contributions to steel band movement, to them develop themselves holistically as human beings and to contribute positively to society.
What has been your most memorable pan moment?
Good question. I mean, I've only been playing at Desperados for a decade. Well, that's only a decade is kind of oxymoron. But and even the years before that, it will have to be my first large band in 2016 was different. A surreal experience and a feeling like no other, absolutely. Yeah. And then to repeat it again in 2020 was just the icing on the cake.
Yeah. In your opinion, how can Desperados enhance the community of Laventille? How can it be a positive for the community of Laventille?
Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, I think it already has for decades gone by. But in terms of now and moving forward, I think we have an obligation to young people of that area. And not only in areas of pan, although pan is primary, I think a lot of social activities could be embarked upon. As a matter of fact, I know things like that are in training at the moment. So I think the impact on the youth would have to be the community as a whole. The support is there, has always been, and I think will always continue to be. And it's a reciprocal relationship where, Desperados, of course, contributes a lot to the community, and the community supports us in virtually every aspect. However, developing and in terms of the way forward, I think a very strong youth presence from, and it's particular that Desperados be the driving force for this as opposed to another NGO or government agency, whatever, because Desperados is from within the area. It's of Laventille and it's part of Laventille. And I think if you start at that point, you have a greater outcome in terms of impact than opposed to an outsider or an external influence of the economy to try to make that change. Yeah.
Do you think like veterans or ex-players or elders organization, right? For any sleep band, regardless whether it's Desperados or All Stars or Renegades or Peso or whoever, but veterans organization is an enhancement or a benefit to any steel band?
Certainly, but it depends on what capacity they are operating in. If it's a simply old members club or ex-players or whatever, just for the sake of remembering and reminiscing on the good old days, that has its place. But I think more critically than that is an elders or veterans organization that provides guidance. This is technical guidance and providing historical perspective in terms of guiding your present and directing you towards the future is more integral than anything else. So I think if that sort of support, positive support and advice and expertise, because they are experts in their own rights, can be provided, as opposed to just we are ex-players, we are senior members of the community, and we sit down here and that's that. No, provide meaningful contribution. And I think that will most definitely be to go to any steel official, as you mentioned, or the above, and any other nation, because it's through that historical perspective and the expertise and knowledge, the institutional knowledge that they have, that can help, as I said, guide our present and direct our future.
In terms of location, right? With Desperados move up the hill, up Laventille Hill, to Katie's Road, to Travis Road, I was about to go to Nelson Street. How do you feel about that whole nomadic sort of existence? Eventually settling in Nelson Street.
Yeah, well, to start with, the nomadic nature over the years has definitely been uncomfortable. Right? That's the best way I could say. It's unsettling. Just in its sheer nature. And I think because of that constant moving about and always having to plant a seed somewhere else, albeit temporary, has a lot of stymieing effects to the whole process. I think financially, because you have to spend a lot of money in infrastructure every single year, a lot of money in transportation every single year.
Yeah.
So moving from a place like that to one of settlement, comfortable settlement. Some people would say the area doesn't lend itself to comfort. However, I must say the lack of or the putting a stop to the constant moving will have a good impact on the band overall. I think Desperados will have its role to play in that community. What that role will be, I don't think I can speak for right now.
Yeah.
However, we've always had a triumphant spirit. We've always had a resilient spirit, and I don't think that would fade anyway. Or go anyway once you move to between Georgia and Milton Street. As a matter of fact, or the rest of the band of the just right there, Trinidad, Master Trinidad all sides. Just makes a sharp report if you renegade. So I don't foresee major obstacles. I would say at the current location, however, the move is welcome. The settling is welcome. The stepping away from that nomadic nature is welcome. It's everywhere.
Okay. What has COVID-19 taught you most about yourself?
Priorities, man. I think a reevaluation of where you spent your energies over the past however many years, and it's really provided a significant period of reflection. And I think as I said, we focus on priority. So I had the time and opportunity, not by choice, of course, but to properly focus on my academics and end my university career up until I think August of this year. So to the point where I'm graduating next month. And
Congratulations.
Thanks very much. Also, it gives you perspective again as to what's really important in this life. It's everything has been a rat race. We've been spending so much time because we have tasks to do, a job to attend to, whatever else it may be. But putting things in perspective as to what's truly important in this time, spending time with family, as I'm sure a lot of people would say.
Yeah.
Focusing on yourself, your own health, your own mental well-being, all particularly important. And I think COVID has put a lot of things in perspective for people, and people are will be emerging out of the pandemic, because it's such end of the pandemic, with a new sense of focus and direction.
I just have one more question for you, Kwesi.
Sure.
What's the future for Kwesi Moore?
For the future, Kwesi Moore. In the immediate future, productive Kwesi Moore in terms of employment, or possibly self-establishing a business. And in the more medium term, continuing the academic journey I've been on, so pursuing a master's degree. And I think that's as far as I could see right now. As a matter of fact, on my list of goals for 2021 has those things, and I'm glad to be in a position. Well, graduating was one of those things. I'm glad to be in that, get that checked over this, and then moving on out to seeking employment to establishing a business, as well as, might I add, of course, Desperados must make it into everything. Transitioning Desperados, because as you know, I'm part of the transition team, which starts with designing the business model of the band, and I really would like to see that done before the end of the year. So I can take down off my list. So hopefully in the near future that happens.
Kwesi, I must thank you very much for being my guest this evening. I mean, I wish you all the best, all the success. You know, you're a man that I admire, and I think that Desperados is better off having you as his financial officer. So thanks for being my guest this evening.
Thanks very much for having me. Thanks to the viewers and the listeners for tuning in, and hope everyone has a good day.
You have been watching a Bloodline podcast on iEnt Live, sponsored by NLCB. Have a good evening. Ciao.
Digitize and monetize with iEnt Live, the only platform that provides complete digital support for entertainers, promoters, businesses, and entrepreneurs. Leverage our one-stop digital ecosystem that will allow you to promote your music, sell albums, and host paid events, host webinars and sell courses, promote your concerts, sell tickets and live stream events, and market your business or project to generate new customer leads, traffic, and more. This is all supported by our homegrown AI-driven digital marketing infrastructure that has successfully served hundreds of clients around the world. To learn more, send us a message or call 765-4641.